All right, so what we should have found here is that the perimeter will always change by the scale factor, meaning that you take the original perimeter and multiply it by what your scale factor is. And so if we have the example here where a scale factor is 2.5, it's used to create an image of the triangle. What is the perimeter of the image? Okay, so here is the original. So we're going to calculate the perimeter of the original, which should be 10 plus 10 plus 12, which should be 32. Now we're going to identify the scale factor, 2.5. Now we're going to multiply the original perimeter by the scale factor. So we're going to do 32 inches multiplied by 2.5. So here I could do 32 times 2 to get 64. And then I can do 32 times my 0.5 or my half to get 16. 64 plus 16 is going to give me 80. And so my perimeter of my new figure would be 80 inches. And we can prove that if we wanted to draw it. So here's my new triangle. And let's see, 10 times 2.5 would give me 25. So I have 25 on both sides here. And then if I did 12 times 2.5, that would give me 30. And so when we draw it out, we see that if we did 25 plus 25 plus 30, it would indeed give us 80 inches. But instead of having to draw it all out, we can simply just do our perimeter of our original multiplied by the scale factor 2.5. All right, now we're going to take a look at area and its association with scale factor. So here it says the area will always change by the scale factor squared. So it's going to be the original area multiplied by the scale factor squared. And so when we talk about squaring numbers, like let's say we look at 7, 12, and 14, squaring 7 would be 7 times 7, which would equal 49. Squaring 12 would be 12 times 12, which would equal 144. Okay, so that's squaring numbers. It's just saying that number multiplied by itself. And so here, if a scale factor of 3 is used to create an image of the triangle, what is the area of the image? So here we have the original again. And we're going to calculate the area of the original. So it's going to be base times height divided by 2. You might also see it written this way, b times h all over 2. These mean the same thing. Okay, so whether you see it like this or whether you see it like this, they're saying the same thing. So if we're doing base times height divided by 2, we have 7 times 14 for our base times the height, and then we would divide that by 2. So let's see, 7 times 14, that would give me 98. Divided by 2 would give me 49. And so 49 centimeters squared would be the area of my original triangle here. So now I'm going to identify the scale factor squared. So my scale factor is 3. So what I'm going to do is do the scale factor multiplied by the scale factor. And so when I do 3 times 3, that's going to give me 9. Okay, so that is my scale factor squared. So what I need to do is take my 49 centimeters, multiply it by my scale factor squared, which was 9. 49 times 9 would equal, let's see, well, 50 times 9 would equal 450. But since 49 is 1 less, I need to subtract 9 from it, which would give me 441. So 49 times 9 would give me 441, and that would still be centimeters squared, and that would be the area of my image or my copy. All right, so again, what I did here is I found the area of my original, so I did 14 times 7 divided by 2 to get the area of my triangle, which is 49 centimeters squared, and then I multiplied that by the scale factor squared. So my scale factor was 3, told me right here in the problem. So I did 3 times 3 to get 9. I did 49 times 9, and that gave me 441 centimeters squared. That'd be my area here. So it's just the original area multiplied by your scale factor that's squared. All right, so now you're going to go ahead and try the same thing here. So again, perimeter, that's just going to be perimeter times my scale factor. But then for the area, that's going to be my original perimeter times my scale factor squared. Okay, so let's go ahead and give it a shot here. You can work along with me. So we have 14 plus 8. That's going to give me 22. And then since it's a rectangle, we also have 14 and 8. So I can just add another 22, which give me 44 for my perimeter. But remember, what I need to do is multiply my perimeter by the scale factor. So here I have 44, multiply it by 2, because that's my scale factor. And that's going to give me 88 for my image or my copy. Now we're going to take a look